Hello everyone and welcome back to another software review video. Today we are going to review Retriever AI, which is an web scraping tool. From here only not you can scrap an website and get useful insights, but you can run some automations and a lot of things it is going to offer you. So without wasting our time, now let us get started and see all the features and explore all the features. So at first you need to log in using your user ID and password, and after logging in you can see this is the central dashboard. You can see the UI is simple and user friendly. For example, you can describe your automation tasks or describe your web scraping. For example, scrap Amazon for laptop prices. Okay, so it will run on this particular web page, and it says to connect Google Drive to execute workflows. Okay, enable workflows, connect our Google account. So now once the Google Drive is connected, just send your details and it will scrape the particular website, and it has generated one workflow, and you can see it is executing and all the processes will be shown. So for example, you can see at first it is going to the website of amazon.com, and the cloud browser is live, and here the workflow is in initializing work mode. So now you can see it has just opened the website of Amazon, and you can see it has searched laptop. It is scraping the laptop prices. You can see it is scrolling automatically the website, and in the meantime when the automation is running, let me give in the live view you have options for three types of views. For example, split view. In the split view you can see the cloud browser and the automation tab. In the pip view you can see uh, browser will be here and this will be here, and in the expanded view you can see expanded view of the browser only. So you have these three types of views, and you can see the web scraping is under process. So you can use any type of view you want, but basically I am more interested in the split screen. So click on split screen. Because split screen supports double things. So you can see the scraping is complete, and it says that it has scraped 16 laptop listings from Amazon and all the details. This is the code for that particular thing and all the things here. And you can see the generated sheets. The title is the name of the laptop, the price here, the rating is here, the URL is here, and next they have is these things only. So you can just view the seat here also, or you can share your result, or you can see these seats in your drive. So this is how you can scrap a website. Now you have this particular button. It is for executions. So you will see all your executions here. The total number of executions, the active execution, the artifacts, the credits that you have. Then this is the tools. So from here you can see a lot of tools. For example, all tools, AI enabled, custom tools, and everything. For example, you have this tool, send Instagram direct message. So this is used for direct messaging Instagram. Then you have a lot of tools. For example, create a post in Twitter. Then you have this send Instagram direct method. You can also create a function by adding this function button. Then you have these recordings. You can see all your recordings here, and you can see your capture documents, selected actions, and recordings. Then you have these shortcuts. In the shortcuts, you will see your shortcuts. You can add your new shortcut, and then you can use that particular shortcut from here. Then you have these particular knowledge bases. You can add knowledge base to enrich the AI and let the AI know about your company in more detail. Then you have these files. You can upload and keep files here, and it supports it gives you storage for files. they can be used later on. Then you have the API keys. You can just generate API keys and use automation tools on different websites and get all the power of API. And a lot of tools are available. For example, webhooks, it supports integration of webhooks. You can enable webhooks. Then you have the triggers. You can add triggers. For example, when clicking on a link or clicking on a message or clicking on a post. Then you have your schedules. You can add schedules by clicking on the new schedule, and you can just automate everything you want. Then you have this rover workspace. So you can rover all the workspace. So basically, rover is another great feature that is provided by Retriever AI. So it is also an AI tool and similar to Retrieve AI. So these are the different submenus which are available. You can just expand these and you can see your credits, your remaining credits, and we have a lot of credits here. And these are the different submenus. Let me run another workflow and give you some other things, just gist of the things that can be done using Retriever AI. I have already told that you can scrape a website, and a lot of AI tools are available. For example, DeepSeek version 4, DeepSeek version 4 Pro, Flashlight, Flash, and Flash 3.6. So these are different retriever models, and the currently we are using DeepSeek version 4 Flash, and it will here the Google Sheets is recommended, and all the scrape data will be available in Google Sheet. Then you have these URLs, so you can add individual URL to process, and they will be processed. Then you have these files, so you can upload documents or images that will be in PDF, text, or CSV, and you can just run that also. So the first one is the basic plan, which is going to cost you $9.99 per month, and it gives you some basic features to explore the features of Retriever. The Pro plan is the most recommended and popular plan, which is going to cost you $29.99, and it gives you 3,000 credits per month, and it gives cloud API and all the features that are included in basic plan, and plus you can embed live executions in your app. Then this is the enterprise plan, which is going to cost you $99.99 per month, and it is for big industries and big companies. And this is the scale plan, which is going to cost you $499.99 per month, and it is for big agencies whose needs are much more, and they are handling a lot of companies in their own. So you can choose the plan which you want. So thank you very much for watching this video.